Hi all, Mrs. Knapp here. I thought I'd have another go at doing the lid printing challenge because I enjoyed doing it so much in my last video, and since then I've been collecting more types of containers and lids and different tools that I could use to paint with and to print with. So I've got some cotton buds there, some different sized and different shaped yogurt pots, some old twigs and leaves there, and some sauce bottles too. For this lid printing challenge, I thought I would use some brown card because you can see some circular impressions just at the bottom there, because this card came from a box of some cans of beer, and the cans of beer have actually left these imprints on the card itself, so I thought it matched our lid printing challenge quite well. These are some of the lids and different objects that I've been collecting over the last few weeks. So I've washed them all out and made sure that they're all clean and ready to use. And now I'm going to start. Now I really like the brown colour, so I'm going to stick with that and mix a brown using all three of my primary colours. So I've started off by mixing a purple colour first, red and blue, and then I'm adding in my yellow to make this really dark, almost like a dark chocolate brown there. And I'm using a lid from a barbecue sauce bottle, so I've got quite big circle shapes, so they're matching the imprints that I've already got on my card. So you can see that I'm having to add more and more paint to my lid, and I'm continuing to print across, overlapping all of my prints and going down. And you might have noticed that my brown colour has changed slightly, so it's become more of a purpley, almost a maroon shade of brown, so it's got a bit more red and blue in it. And as I'm going down my page, or my piece of cardboard to be more accurate, it's becoming more of a reddish brown, so it's got more red in it, so it's a lot darker, sort of a chocolate brown at the top where I started, and it's becoming a bit more of a faded red colour brown at the bottom. So just to make sure that I'm filling up the whole page, I'm going to go over the top row and add some more darker brown prints there. So I'm quite pleased with that, but I'm thinking, how else can I develop it? So I'm going back to my brown colour and I'm mixing in a yellow to make a lighter, warmer tone of brown, and I'm thinking about adding it inside my circle shapes. So I'm using this smaller lid from my soy sauce bottle, which I used in my last print, because it fits quite nicely inside, and I'm using the solid end, so I've got a solid circular print and not just an outline. On the second row here, you can see that it's starting to fade out my paint as I run out of paint each time I print. And I've decided to stick with this and think about how I can change the tone and gradually go lighter. So now I'm mixing in more yellow and making it more into an orangey brown colour now. So a bit like a terracotta colour, a classic pottery clay colour. And I'm using some of the rings now, so I've changed which side of the lid that I'm printing with. So now I've got a row of a more orangey brown, my terracotta colour, and now I'm adding a warmer yellowy kind of colour to a little bit of my brown. So it's like a yellow ochre, a bit like a mustard colour, and I'm using the ring side of my lid to go over some of my solid orangey colour prints as well. So you get a bit of a contrast of tone in the prints here, and you can see how a medium colour and a light tone kind of mix together. Now I'm doing some solid prints of the yellow at the bottom. Now the tricky thing, it's slightly annoying, when you're mixing colours with printing, you need quite a lot of paint or ink to make the print very strong and bold and vibrant. And if you're mixing, it means you've got to mix a lot of the colour rather than just plonking the whole lid into the print. But that's fine. So I've nearly finished, and I was thinking it looks a bit blank along the top there. So I'm using my lid again, and with my darkest brown that I started with, I've added a tiny bit of black to make it a darker shade, so I've got that darkest tone along the top before I get to my lighter brown and my kind of milk chocolate and terracotta colours there. So I've got a nice gradual change of tone from dark at the top to medium tones in the middle, and then the lighter, brighter yellow tones at the bottom there. And there you can see, there's my final one. And here are both of my lid prints together. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye!